Okay, this is about, I get loads of people asking, what do I wear on my thumb when I'm slapping? Now it's tape. It's just plain old gaffer tape. But what I do is I take the tape and I basically make a thumb guard. So I could just, gaff tape's good, you can just sort of rip it in half. Now I could just wrap this round my thumb and play, and that's what people like Mark King do. But for me that was always a bit of a pain because you know, I've got kids. If you want to then make dinner or give the kids a bath, you've got to take this thing off your thumb and then make another one. So what I did was I'll start by kind of doubling the tape back on itself so it's not sticky. So I've created something like that. Then I'll wrap that around my thumb and then get some tape and basically make a thumb guard that I can take off and put on again. So I don't sort of wrap it too tight. I should be able to get this off. I've done it quickly, I haven't done it very well. Now even that, there's still a little bit of a sticky bit in there, so I could even get a bit of paper or something, put that in there so it's no longer going to be sticky. Okay, right, now I've made this this guard that I can take on and off. Now I'll just add more tape to it. And the reason why I do this is, for a start, I've got arthritis in my hands, so I really damage my bones if I go slapping and smacking the strings all day long. So what I'll also do is I'll kind of add more to one side where the thumb's going to strike the string, and then obviously I've got to kind of somehow work out where that bit is. But yeah, it's essentially what I do. Now obviously you don't want to make it too much tape on it, because you'll have this huge sort of weight on your thumb. So really it hasn't got a huge amount of tape, but just enough for protection. And I find it surprising. I mean, yeah, you can just not use tape, but like I said, I've had real problems with my thumb, and I've damaged it before, I've split it. So for years I've just got used to using tape. Now I think if you're into kind of double thumbing, it's not really going to suit you, although I have seen that the Polish bass player Wojciech, I'm not even going to try and attempt to pronounce his surname, but I've seen him double thumbing with tape around his thumb, so it's possible. Yeah, and I end up with like this one I've had for ages. I can just take it on and off. I've got a little marker where I know where I've sort of added more tape to this part. I can hit this so hard now. I'm not going to split my thumb, and I'm not going to do my bones any serious damage. But yeah, I'll still play without it, especially if I'm doing kind of more subtle sort of. Sort of subtle stuff, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, to be honest, the sound. And while I'm on the subject of kind of bass tips, This stuff, Surgical Spirit, if this has happened to me a lot when I don't practice and then I've got a gig or something, to stop myself getting blisters, or it doesn't completely stop it, but if you use Surgical Spirit, you just dip your fingers into the bottle. Now it's all wet, this stuff dries really quickly, and then you just sort of play it in. And it hardens the skin, and it really helps if you're you haven't been playing for ages and then suddenly you're doing all this sort of hard stuff on your skin. Because I hit the bass really hard, I don't not this sort of, not playing softly, I like to kind of give it some welly. Okay.